Good afternoon, everyone, and happy Monday. Thank you for joining me for News 5 Now at 12:35. I'm Shimani Baker. Just a heads up, it is Christmas week, so a lot of folks here at News 5 are taking off to be with their family and friends, and so you'll see some different faces this week, including mine. I know you normally see Devin Walsh at 12:30 for News 5 Now, but I will be here today through Christmas Eve. So, you got me again from this morning if you're joining us from the 8 o'clock show. Thank you all so much for being here. I hope you are off to a great Monday, a great start of your week. I know a lot of folks are finishing up their Christmas shopping. If you're like me, I haven't even started yet, but that's another story. The kids are out this week. We are seeing warmer temperatures, which means they can get out and play. Put those phones down. Get out in front of the TV. Go play. We are keeping an eye on a number of stories for you this morning. Let's get started.
Brought to you by Green & Phillips Injury Lawyers, covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. News 5 Now starts right now.
Well, if you've joined us before, you know the drill. We always start out the afternoon with our big stories. Number 5, the Alabama Law Enforcement Agency is investigating a deadly crash that happened in Baldwin County. State troopers say the crash happened Sunday just after 9 in the morning on Highway 90, about 6 miles east of Robertsdale. They say 62-year-old Dana Weatherby was driving his motorcycle when he was struck head-on. Weatherby was thrown from the motorcycle and pronounced dead at the scene. So far, no word on what caused the crash. Number 4. Alexander King is behind bars after a deadly crash Sunday evening. Florida Highway Patrol says King was driving north on State Road 173 when he crossed over and hit 2 vehicles traveling south. 1 passenger died on the scene. King is charged with DUI manslaughter. Number 3. A police chase ended in a fiery wreck in Midtown Mobile on Saturday night. This was the scene on South Fulton Street after the police chase. Mobile police tried to pull a car over on MLK Avenue, but the driver sped off before crashing into a tree and catching fire. The man driving died on the scene, while the passenger is now in stable condition after receiving life-threatening injuries. Number 2. A restoration project is coming to Dauphin Island. More than $13 million will reinforce eroding shorelines, restore marsh habitats, and strengthen natural barriers to protect both wildlife and communities from storms. Now, most of the focus will be on Dauphin Island, where crews will work to stabilize the coastline, as well as marshes on Mobile Bay's western shore. Officials with the National Fish and Wildlife Foundation say these projects are part of the ongoing recovery from the 2010 Deepwater Horizon oil spill. And number 1 for us this afternoon, a woman found dead inside of a home after a shooting over the weekend. The Okaloosa County Sheriff's Office says it happened around 10 o'clock Saturday night on Kahuna Drive. Deputies say they received a 911 call of a person down, and when they got to the scene, they found a woman dead inside of a home. Investigators are still trying to figure out what exactly happened and are asking anyone with information to please come forward. We're going to switch gears and move things over to our question of the day. Today, our question of the day talks about the legendary, the one and only Bill Riles, and asking you all what your favorite memories of him are and what you'll miss the most about Bill. But since I did that question earlier today during the News 5 Now at 8 o'clock, I decided I'd give you a little surprise. Bill Riles actually came to visit us today on his first official day of retirement. Can you believe that? He's officially retired. He should be sleeping in, enjoying himself. And he comes to see us because he misses us so much. He brought food in this little basket. He had some sausage balls and some homemade cookies that his wife made. Somebody commented and said, "Retirement looks good on you, Bill." He's already kind of growing out his hair, his facial hair. He came in his sweats and still joined us on the red couch. That really made our day. And so I wanted to share that with you all because people often think that we just work together, right? We're just, they're a team, they're coworkers. No, we really are a family, right? For someone to retire, he could be doing anything, right? Getting up early to go play golf. He drove across the Bayway and brought us food and wanted to surprise us because he knew that we missed him and it would make our day. And that's the kind of family we have here at WKRG. So I literally almost teared up, y'all. It was funny because we were sitting on the red couch and we have these little earpieces in. That way our producers and directors can talk to us and we know what's going on. And I hear a voice that says 10 out from the break. And I'm like, I know that voice. That's Bill Riles. John was like, you noticed that right off the bat. And I'm like, yes, I've anchored with him for years now. And so I know that voice. I knew exactly when he said 10 out from the break, it was Bill Riles. So he surprised us today and made us so, so very happy. I'm going to read to you our poll of the day. Today, that poll is, are you spending Christmas with family? Yes or no? For me, it is yes. I will be headed home on Christmas Eve. 36 other people are also spending Christmas with their family, but we do have 11 people who are not. And I made this point earlier on News 5 Now to say that not everyone this is not a happy time for everyone, right? Not everyone is spending this season with their family and friends. A lot of people are grieving the losses of their loved ones, or they're not close to their loved ones. So this is a reminder to be kind to everyone during this holiday season, because you never know what folks are going through. And it can be tough, right? For everybody else to be spending time with their family and posting their family pictures and matching PJs. Not everybody has that luxury. So just be kind to folks. It costs you nothing to be nice. So keep that in mind. In other news, I want to say thank y'all so much for joining me for News 5 Now at 12:35. It is always great to see and hear from you all in the comments. Make sure you head to our Facebook page if you haven't already. Like, subscribe, and share. And make sure you chime in on those questions and polls of the day. And I'll share some of your responses right here on News 5 Now. Thank y'all so much. Have a great Monday and an even better week ahead. Christmas is almost here. Happy holidays, folks. Have a great day. Bye.
Covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. You are watching News 5 Now, brought to you by Green & Phillips Injury Lawyers.
In the courtroom, the judge knows best, and this judge does too. If you've been hurt in a wreck, you need a law firm that knows the system and how it works. I'm attorney David Green. Call or come by anytime. You never need an appointment.